Come unwrap some holiday magic this season in Denver, where the lights are brighter and the shopping is grander. The shows are more spectacular, the trees taller, the festivities merrier. So come for your holiday traditions or make some new ones with your friends and family in the Mile High City, where the season feels a whole lot more wonderful. Discover great hotels and more things to do at milehighholidays.com.
And we are live. Welcome to the Monday Night Show with your pals Alan and Rapid Dave. I'm Rapid Dave.
I'm Alan.
What's up, dude?
Run DLC is up the bat right now.
I don't even know what that means. Is that the Reds guy?
Ellie, Ella, De La Cruz. He just struck out swinging.
Yeah, he was 0 for 1, 329 average right now on the night. But he went down. Yeah. They're playing a tough team. They got Baltimore. I mean, I think the big surprise of the night right now is Detroit's beating Texas 7-2.
I mean, that's not really a surprise. I mean,
yeah, Detroit's not good at baseball. And then you got the Braves right now up on Minnesota 4-1. The Sox are beating up on the A's 1-0. I mean, just tons of baseball, right? Like, it's how excited are you that you can just watch whatever game you want? I'm having a time of my life.
I was going to watch the College World Series game, but it's a blowout. Last I saw was like 14-3 or something like that.
You got 14-4, top of the ninth, LSU over Florida. You got one on, top of the ninth, no outs. LSU's up to bat, so yeah, I mean that thing is all but done. What are we having tonight, pal?
It's a Mike's hard night, is what it is. We're going hard. What color do you want?
I mean, I got the whole damn. I celebrate the entire catalog. I brought it all.
I'm staring at it right now.
All right, so
you
first
go OG. What you got?
First one in. We got Mike's Hard Strawberry Lemonade, premium malt beverage with natural flavors in, what does that say? Certified colors? What the hell does that mean? What is certified colors?
It's a real color.
5% alcohol by volume. There we go. Let's get it. Let's get after it.
I mean, they're in bottles. It's Mike's Hard. I didn't grab any pint glasses.
I always use our pint glass because it's got a great hand feel. Like the hand feel on the Strikeout beer glass, it's phenomenal. And it'll make the beer taste better, or in this case, a malt beverage. So you do that. Why do I have to hit that I want to watch the game 4 times? I have to click on it. I want to watch the game. Okay, do you want to watch the game? What broadcast do you want? Oh, let me hit the Reds broadcast. Do you want to watch it live? Yes, I do. I mean,
they want to start over. They don't know. I am using my nice Strikeout beer coaster though.
There you go. Got to use something.
So, yeah.
A little slap and pickle right now.
This is pretty damn tasty.
It's really not bad. I think I've had Mike's Hard Lemonade in the past at some point, and it was really more based on, it's just one of those like malt beverage drinks. Like when I was either younger or I got it when I was like 20 years old. Hey, babe, have you ever had a Mike's Hard Lemonade? No. You want to try it real quick? No. All right, Liz is having a time of her life in there. She's just really enjoying life.
Well, we had some like a month ago.
Yeah. Well, we had that, and then I think a Seagram's. I think we had Seagram's as well.
I don't.
I'm turning down my headphones. It's just too damn loud, too poppy. So yeah, no. This thing, if you're looking for a drink that doesn't taste like a beer, you're looking for something that's close to like Boone Farms or something like that. I don't know what this cable is driving me crazy. It is driving me crazy. It's just a nice fruity light. I mean, the fact that it's 5%. So either you can go with Claws, or you can go with this. And I think Mike's Hard Lemonade is cheaper, like by the 12-pack. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but I think this is going to be a higher sugar content though.
Oh, it's super sugary. Yeah, super sugary.
So it just depends on what you're going for.
Yeah,
but
let's see, Mike's.
I will tell you this: it's very, very poundable. Like it's going down really, really smooth.
Well, I take that back. A 12-pack of this or a 6-pack of this is like $10.99, which is kind of pricey. I mean, if you're trying to get loaded, that's kind of for a sixer, $11. $9? Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's a bit much.
Well,
Let me see what we got here. I want to go to Mike's Hard Lemonade. Am I over 21? Yes, like 21 years ago. Hard strawberry lemonade. The classic combo of tart lemonade and sweet strawberry flavor. Available size. You get this in 12 cans. What's up, R-Tad? And what's up, Whiskey Pro?
And we got a nice show in the house. Said, is this not a Bachelorette simulcast? You just missed that. We already did that. This is the recap show.
What's up, man? How are you doing? So, yeah, 6 packs, 12 packs, and 24. You know, you can get this in a 24 pack? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to see what all you, like, these things come in, but it doesn't give me a whole lot of facts on this. So you want to try?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Here you go, babe.
What is it?
Mike's Hard. We got Mike's
Strawberry.
Hard Strawberry Lemonade. It's going to be super sweet. It's going to probably knock your socks off. It'll knock those britches right off your bum.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, right? Nice and sweet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there you go. Lizzie gives it a thumbs up.
There we go. Well, it's been fun, guys. We'll see you guys later.
What did you say, 2 point what? She said 2.7, which is not a great score. Out of 3? Okay, out of 3. we gotta start changing everything up. Love all the Star Wars stuff. Who's got Star? I thought you had like Star Trek stuff everywhere. What do you got?
No, I thought you had Star Trek stuff.
Yeah, I do. All my stuff is Star Trek. Yeah. Star Trek for life, baby.
No, I've actually got Harry Potter stuff behind me. So
I saw somebody with a shirt that was like, I can't remember what it was, but it was one of those shirts that like just flips everybody out.
Is it the Jean-Luc Picard one where he says "use the Force, Harry" or something like that?
Some shit like that, and it like set so many people off. Yeah, I know. We're big Star Wars nerds. We love it, love it, love it, love it. Nick, so glad to see you, pal. We got to hang out, get a beer, or something like that. So, what do you want to talk about, big guy?
So let's talk baseball. I want to talk something about baseball.
You want to talk baseball?
I like baseball. So did you see Derek Jeter had his first HBO Max changed their name to Max. Your movie Peacock. Okay. Oh, so they're gonna change it to just P, right?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so, Tim.
But did you see Derek Jeter did his first first game, like it not necessarily in the booth, but like pre and post game type stuff?
No. What are you talking about?
Derek Jeter, former New York Yankees shortstop.
Oh, I was thinking about A-Rod. Okay.
Yeah,
so Jeter did his own.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did it with he was out there for the London games.
That was Jeter?
Jeter was there. Yeah.
I thought it was A-Rod.
And A-Rod was the play-by-play.
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about like the pre and the post game stuff.
Oh, okay.
The stuff with the Big Poppy and all them, right?
Yeah.
And so he's sitting there next to Big Poppy, and the one guy's like, Jeter, you've done this, all this, and now you're here, your first studio gig, and you're right here next to Big Poppy. Where does this rank? And he just goes at the bottom.
At the bottom. He had Red Sox thanks to Ortiz. Yeah, I saw the gift come across. Ortiz handed him a box. He goes, "Happy birthday." So he opens it up and he realized, by the time he gets it open, it's a Red Sox jersey and it says Jeter number 2 on the back. And of course he shoves it off to the side, kind of tosses it. I'm like, I feel you. I mean, these guys, they went head to head, hated each other, I guess, on the field. They don't hate each other.
No.
But when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, there you go. I was like, meh. I don't care to see Jeter or A-Rod in anything. Like A-Rod could be the absolute he's up there with Joe Buck in Whiskey's rankings. I guarantee it. Even though I like Joe Buck, I don't have a problem with Joe Buck in baseball because just listening and talk, it doesn't
Joe
bother me.
Buck's a national treasure.
Yeah, he doesn't bother me. But A-Rod bothers me. He's almost like he doesn't want to do it, but he's there. He's just there collecting checks. Like he's got to pay like child support or some shit. LSU's up 18-4, top of the ninth still. 1 out, excuse me. Thank you. Oof.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
But
so, anyways,
I saw that. I just thought it was funny. It gave me a chuckle.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I understand that they have a serious problem with announcers and keeping talent and things like that for ESPN baseball. I have no interest in listening to any of them. I don't know what it is, but lately I don't want to listen to any of them. The game will be on, but I'll put it on mute and I'll put like music on in the background or something.
This isn't the game. This isn't during the game. This is like your pre and post game stuff.
I don't even watch pre or post game stuff on ESPN. But I'm saying, like, even with A-Rod, like, I don't even listen to that. I like during the game, he's calling the game with was it Michael Hayes? I think Mike Hayes or
something like that.
And
Steve.
Yeah, Steve from fucking Philly or something. I don't know. But anyway, I've got nothing there. Like, not even a wiggle. I got no blood flow. I'm out. Don't care. And it's like, did you watch any of the London games?
No.
I woke up, put it on, and as I'm sitting there,
Come unwrap some holiday magic this season in Denver, where the lights are brighter and the shopping is grander, where the season feels a whole lot more wonderful. Discover great hotels and more things to do at milehighholidays.com.
like, half the time I was like, are these guys even watching the effing game? Because they weren't talking. Like, there's like minutes between conversation. I'm like, what are they doing?
Let the atmosphere take over,
dude,
right? It's a big moment.
And there was a bunch of, of course, they're over in London, a bunch of, like, just rando fans. They zoomed in on, like, a group of guys. One of them have a Bills hat on. Another one had a Yankee hat on. Another guy had a freaking Dolphins hat on. They were just there. They were just excited to be part of sport, I think, as they call it, right?
Like, did you see, you probably didn't. I don't know that you're friends with him on Facebook, but Ray was out at the games out there.
Yeah, I'm not.
He's out there in London right now.
He went to London? No kidding.
Yeah, he went to the games. Yeah, he's out there.
The Cubs were out there. So
that's why he went. He's a big Cubs fan.
That makes sense. Yeah. It's not like the games were bad, and they actually figured out like so the last time they had the London series, I think it was 2019, and the games went on for like 3 hours plus. It was something ridiculous. And so
because what baseball games went on for that?
Well, and they trimmed in the foul lines, right? So they slimmed down the field a little bit. And whatnot. So there was some contributing factors along with the pitch, the pitch clock and things like that. So now games move a little bit quicker. But back then, it was like 3.5 hours. And it's like, oh God, this is like, nobody was having a good time. It's like 3.5 hours at a ball game. Listen, I like going to ball games, but 3.5 hours is a long time.
That's kind of the norm back then.
Mm-hmm. Well, just a handful of years ago. Before then, back in like the late 80s and mid 90s, it wasn't this crazy. But then you had people stepping off, stepping out, and all that kind of BS and whatnot. So, let's see.
You ready for the next one?
We can, yeah. Average time MLB by year. I want to see because there was a time where they were like people were like talking about it, and they were like, it wasn't this long. Not that long. Like, yeah, you're right. It wasn't like that. So right now, this is according to BaseballReference.com. The average time right now is 2 hours and 40 minutes. What the hell is time / oh, that's 9 innings. Okay. So 237. The year before that, 3 hours, 6 minutes. The year before, 2021, 3 hours, 11 minutes. 2020, 3 hours and 6 minutes. So it goes all the way, it stays steady in the 3 hour mark, right? All the way back to like 2011, you were sub 3 hours. You know what I mean? And even like in 2005, you're looking at 249. Which is 9 minutes longer on average than it is now. But that's what I'm saying. All this stuff happened in the last 15 years or 10 years. Let's call it 10 years.
One of your heroes is a reason for that. Oh, Nomar. He was one of the originals slowing down the game. Brad's in the house, and he redeemed, asked the guest a question.
Oh.
We don't have a guest, but he asked the question anyways. Which team has the worst City Connect jersey?
I don't like our own. Our own is the worst.
I haven't seen a lot of them.
Yeah.
But the Texas Rangers one, I don't like it.
It's too much going on.
Way too much going on.
Yeah.
And it's all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got something going on up here, something going on down.
Uh-oh. There we go, people. That dial-up connection. Everybody who had that on the bingo card, you won. You've won. Look at that. Screenshot this right now. Make sure you send that over to strikeoutbeer@gmail.com. Let Alan know he's got a 1987 haircut, and he got a 1987 internet dial-up connection. Oh, boy, it's so great. Oh, for the love of the game. Now, I went to ESPN just to check it out and see what they had, right? Like, so the Colorado Rockies, it says number 1. And with some designs more polarized than others, here's our breakdown of the uniforms that have dropped, year to date and things like that. The Colorado Rockies, it's all green. Until you get to the top where it's white and it looks like Rockies and things, the Rockies, not bad. Chicago White Sox, I don't have a problem with that. I did like initially the Miami Marlins because of the fact, or Florida Marlins, because it had a lot of pop, a lot of color. It looked great. You know what I mean? Nationals weren't bad. San Diego wasn't bad. Boston with the bright yellow and the baby blue, thought it looked good. Houston sucks. Let me go ahead and tell you that.
I like the Padres. I'm looking at the Padres right now. I like that one.
It pops, doesn't it?
Yeah, Boilers in the house coming with that Tier 1 subscribe for 24 months.
Oh, my God. Have we sent you a mug yet, Boiler?
I owe him some stuff. I still haven't sent it to him.
Yeah, we'll send you some stuff.
So,
we need to know. Diamondbacks, they're terrible. The Rangers are borderline. Just too much going on, right? I don't mind the TX and the number, but you have the TX, the number. You got the Nike swoosh on. You got something on the sleeve. You got something on the other sleeve. It really does get out of hand. I don't like it. Cincy's look good. I like Cincy's. Angels.
Angels is nice.
Angels, solid. Brew Crew.
I do like the Brew Crew.
Love it. Now, Giants are really basic, so that falls really hard on the list. It's just a stupid G, and I think the Golden Gate Bridge. Kansas City's kind of a give-up as well. It doesn't look bad, though. I don't have a problem with it. Pittsburgh looks nice. Wrigleyville, I'm not a fan of the Cubs. So if I had to pick, you know what I'm really going to do? I'm going to double down.
Like the Braves. The Braves is pretty nice.
I'm going to double down, with the A. And get rid of the Nike sign. Get rid of the Nike swoosh. Put the A and the number on there. You're good.
Not getting rid of the Nike sign.
Yeah.
The swoosh won't go anywhere.
For me, the Rangers. And, I love the Rangers, but their jersey has like 35 things on it that all have significant whatever. That's everywhere. And I'm out. I'm absolutely out.
Whiskey comes in with the bench one, cut one, start one. Nolan, Randy Johnson, and Justin Verlander.
Give me Nolan in his prime to start. I'm going to cut. Oh, that's tough. I'm going to cut Verlander, and I'm going to bench Randy Johnson. Because I'm going to bench Randy because he's going to come in later and just throw like crazy heat. Verlander takes an entire game to get up to 100. It's like he goes 7 innings, and then now he's 100 miles an hour.
He's clicking on all cylinders come the 8th and 9th inning.
Yeah.
That's the.
And that's if you get there. If he gets hits, then he's not around. Let me see.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're talking like prime Verlander.
Let me see what Hot Stuff's up to. She's over here doing something. I don't know what she's doing. She's sending me pictures. Oh, she screenshotted it. That's when I asked for a screenshot when you froze. I was like, send it to me. Jeez. All right. Let me knock this back. But yeah, who do you got? Who's your start, cut, and bench?
I don't know, because Nolan, he's not coming out of the game, right? Who has more complete games between Johnson and Verlander?
I think it's Verlander, right? I'm pretty sure.
It might be, yeah. Boiler said he has a pint glass, but no mug. We don't have mugs. We just have the pint glasses.
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Man, I don't know. That's a really tough one. I mean, I think here's the homer in me. I'm just going to have to start Justin Verlander. I'm going to bench
hope he gets
Nolan,
past like a couple
Nolan,
innings.
and I guess cut Randy. I don't know, man.
See, like even listening to you, I feel like you're having a stroke. Like, like a social worker needs to go over to your house and check on you because you're a moron. All right, I'm having hard pineapple strawberry.
Okay, all right.
Dude, I'm in on these. I really am. I can't open the damn things, though, but I got them.
I used the bottle opener on this one. I don't know why. They're twisties.
There we go. I had to use the shirt to get that thing off of there. Well, yeah, that's a good question. I mean, big shout out to Whiskey on that one because that's a tough one. But like I said, no one's going the distance. He throws heat right out of the gate. Same thing with Randy Johnson. Those two would be my starters. I like Verlander, but he doesn't throw hard until like the 7th inning, and he's got to make it that far to get to that point. But
he's going.
Just give me the gas. But yeah.
Again, you're talking in prime, right?
Prime.
We're not talking right now. Because if we're talking right now, then I'm gonna. It's easy. You start Verlander, you bench Randy, and Sorry, I got to cut you, Nolan, but you're like 70 years old, so
Oh.
you don't quite have the heat anymore.
Nolan's still got it. He's out there with those damn snow monkeys chasing him around.
Snow monkeys, right?
Goddamn snow monkeys out
Yeah,
there.
no, we go all in the prime whiskey, and that's why I'm like, Verlander in his prime he's a league MVP, right? He won the league MVP as a pitcher, which doesn't happen a ton, right? He's one of few. So, yeah, give me that. Give me Verlander, and I don't know. I'll have Nolan and Randy fight to the death in a cage match to see who gets the bench. How's that sound?
Well, let me tell you this. According to baseballegg.com, the number one pitcher you'll probably never guess because it's a long, long time, Walter Johnson. The number two pitcher, you should know this person just because this guy can hit flies on a wall.
Oh, that's Maddox.
That's Greg Maddox.
The South Dakota Stories, Volume 5. She used to dread the winter, the cold, driving in the snow. But that was before she started spending it in the right place. Now, wandering the snow puts a smile on her face, and breathing in the landscapes warms her spirit more than any coat. Because if South Dakota taught her anything, it's that it's never too cold to have too much fun. There's so much South Dakota, so little time.
Waiting to buy a home? The Churchill Mortgage team says now is a great time to buy. Waiting could be a costly mistake because when rates drop, new home buyers will flood the market, driving up home prices. Go to churchillmortgage.com for your free analysis and see how home values can outpace rates to help you build wealth over time faster. This is a paid advertisement. NMLS ID 1591. NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Equal housing lender. 1749 Mallory Lane, Suite 100, Brentwood, Tennessee 37027.
Number three.
Even had you not said that, that would have been my guess.
Yeah. Number 3 is Randy Johnson, all time. Then you got Lefty Grove, Pedro Martinez, Bob Gibson, Phil Necro, Bob Feller. I'm scrolling down because I want to see where these guys, Roger Clemens, Cy Young. As we go further down, I'm looking for Verlander. There you go. I got Verlander. Verlander is number 21 on this. Verlander is the most decorated pitcher in history. He's the only pitcher to win a league MVP, Cy Young, Rookie of the Year, and MVP of the league championship series. He's won Player of the Month, Pitcher of the Month, and pitching Triple Crown. In 2022, won the Comeback Player of the Year award. The only award he's missing is MVP of the World Series. So there you go. And Scherzer's only a couple spots behind him. I'm going down to check out Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan's number 28. So there you go. Okay. So Verlander's 21 according to baseballegg.com, and then you have Nolan Ryan at 28. There's no accolades or anything put there for him, but we know what he's done, as far as that goes.
Yeah.
So
that's right. That's right, Bowler.
Yeah.
He's pretty good, that Verlander dude.
We go and research the stats here.
He bagged Kate up tops, so you get extra points for that, right?
I mean, I didn't want to base it on that, but yeah, no, he's starting for sure. I mean, have you seen that woman? Jesus Christ! Like there's some movie that there's some movie that Lizzie likes to watch. It's got her and then like Carmen Diaz or something in it or whatever. So you got all these blondes running around. And then, of course, Kate Upton's in it. I go, yeah, I know. It's like, she goes, what are you up to? I go, nothing. Now I'm just going to hang out. I give it the old Al Bundy. You know what I mean? I do the old hand goes down, cusp those little britches. And I'm like, I'm just hanging out now, enjoying myself. And
the other woman?
I don't know. I don't know the name of it. I have no idea.
Well, there's a bunch of blondes on the cover of it.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you the name. If it's got those two in it, I think that's the only movie they've ever been in. Yeah, yeah.
And who's that? Is that Leslie Bibb?
I have no idea who that is. I have no idea. But yeah, every time they're on, and then like all of a sudden I see like Kate up and I go, let me just sit down for a second. I need to take a break.
Leslie Mann. I'm sorry, Leslie Mann, not Bibb.
She playing the WNBA? I have no idea who that is.
No, she was the she was in 40-Year-Old Virgin. She was a Paul Rudd's wife in 40-Year-Old Virgin. Not Virgin, 40-Year-Old Virgin. Knocked Up. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I think they're like couples in like a lot of movies. Like it's something weird about those two, right? Yeah. Because she's married to Judd Apatow.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, and Judd Apatow does all of the Seth Rogen movies.
I mean, I can bring in the expert. The expert's going to know.
I'm internet.com is telling me.
Okay. If you ever need to know about these kind of stupid movies, that I have an expert that I keep around the house. She knows everything about high school drama in Netflix TV shows and rom-coms.
And if I'm not mistaken, she is also from 40-Year-Old Virgin, the chick that threw up all over Steve Carell.
Gross.
I want some fucking French toast.
Gross. So gross. I don't think there's anything worse than like a drunk woman. Like, is there anything worse? Because like they go beyond. They're like super sloppy. Like in that movie, I think it was like she hammered like 5 shots because that's, they're like just do shots forever. They're going to live forever. And then they just get in the car and start fucking driving and puking all over the place. There's nothing worse than that. I'm out. Yeah. I'm so fucking out.
I mean,
like I am so out.
There's a reason why people go, I'm going to go get white girl wasted. I'm just saying.
So out. The interweb is great things. Sears catalog for days. I remember seeing the Sears catalog when I was a young lad. I mean, when you saw it and you like all of a sudden you're like, what the hell's going on here?
A little weird. You're like, what's going on here?
Yeah. Look, a drunk man, that's worse. No, when I'm drunk, I just go to bed and put me to bed. Unless I feel like my rights are being violated, then I have a problem.
Or a chair is looking at you.
Yeah, you eyeballing me? Don't eyeball me.
Insert last weekend at Brutal. What? Well, I don't know.
I thought I was pretty much under control. I went to bed. I got home. Went to sleep. No problem at all.
5:00 last Saturday. What's the problem?
The house was still intact. I woke up, and we went about our lives. What are you talking about? Yeah, I didn't do anything last week. Last weekend was nothing. Nothing happened. So anyway, but yeah. Yeah, that's Sears catalog. Just to go back to that. I remember like when I was 8 years old, 9 years old, borderline 10. I remember being in like a fort, like a couch fort going on. I'm like, and then all of a sudden I saw the cat. I'm like, what the hell they got on there? So we're like, thumbing it. You know what it was? I'll tell you what. I think it was back. You remember back in the day when you had to get your like, your Christmas gifts, you'd go through the Sears catalog or whatever it was, and you'd start circling shit, but you scroll too far, and you get out of the toy section.
You got to the bra section.
You got to like the lingerie section, and like, what's going on here?
Mom, I'm gonna go do some homework. Don't bother me. I'm gonna be studying real hard.
I was about to study the shit out of this thing. Did LSU win? I think it's over.
I don't know. I hadn't seen an alert come across, but I'm assuming it's over.
There you go. LSU won the college baseball World Series. No one cares.
College World Series final. You got to specify that because the whole like playoffs is called the College World Series, and you have to lose like 12 games to get out of it or something like that. It's very unsettling and just weird.
I don't want to shortchange anybody that's ever been there or done that, but no one cares. Like it seriously, no like. You have to know someone or your kid has to be in it. That's how you only give a shit about this.
And, like, the baseball's not good.
Like I'm looking at the stadium, and I'm going to go out on a limb here. There's more fans in a WNBA game than there is right now in that stadium.
Well, hold on. But they're in Omaha, so...
Omaha! Do you miss... I miss Peyton. I miss Peyton. Just wish he was in the game still this day. I really do.
I thought you were talking about your cat that you kicked off.
I miss Peyton too. Oh, Peyton. that damn cat will kill anything.
Could take a kick like a champ. Man.
I only kicked him like a handful of times. Pellet guns and stuff. He was a real champ. I currently have Fort set up in my living room. What? Do you really? Oh my God. There's nothing better than a fort. Like, I just like forts. I like screwing around. It's summertime here. So, we were out at the pool all day. Decided, like, you know what? I got home at like 3 or 4 o'clock. I'm like, I'm going to log on for 30 more minutes, and then I'm going to go outside. And then I just hung out in the pool, hanging out, balls out. I mean, it's summertime, baby. You know what I mean? You're trying to enjoy yourself, get a little time. You can see I have my sunglasses on. So, 8-year-old in the house? Yes. Boiler, take advantage of it, man. They will not be 8 forever.
No, only for a year, actually. Then they'll be 9.
Yeah, I didn't take enough advantage of when the kids were little. Like, I had a lot of fun. Like, we had a lot of fun. We did a lot of shit. But I really do wish that, like little small nuances and things like that, even though we did, like, Nerf gun fights, those kids had a effing blast living here. But, yeah, good math, Alan.
I'm here for you, Boiler. I'm here for you, brother.
But, yeah, I tell everybody, I'm like, hey, just enjoy it. It's not going to last forever. They get to teenagers, they kind of want you around. They really don't want you around. And it's just but build those forts as long as you can. Wait, did we see Whiskey's comment there?
I don't know. What was it?
It says, Mommy, I want one of those. Already looking in the lingerie section of the Sears catalog as a young lad. I'm pretty sure yeah. No, I'm a big fan, huge fan of lingerie. And I think it stems back to me and a Sears catalog. Yeah, love it. Love lingerie.
Thought it stemmed back to you just being at home lonely one night and just going through your mom's closet. And
Gross.
Trying a couple things on. I don't know, man.
I don't have the legs for this.
Well, I'm going to try. Let's just double check, okay? You know what? I was wrong. I am rocking this.
Going through your parents' closet is like one of the weirdest things you do, but everyone does it. Everybody goes through your parents' closet. You find shit you're not supposed to find. You see shit you're not supposed to see. And it's like, oh my God, no, I'm just like, and now, like, it's all blocked, right? If I had to go to like a damn, a therapist or something like that, like, I don't know if she can get that shit out of my mind, but like, I can barely remember it because it's so repressed. I'm like,
Yeah, they put you under, and then you just start talking about it all, man. You wake up, you're crying, and you're in a fetal position, just rocking back and forth.
I remember when what was it? I got my wisdom teeth taken out. So I got those things. I got one cut out and 3 yanked out. And so they put me under. And as they're doing it, they're like, well, how much do you weigh? I go, like, 270. Because I was like, I want them to fucking knock me out. It's like, they go, you sure you're 270? I go, buddy, 275 if I've had a good breakfast. And like, I'm like 240, 230. Like,
so 270 now.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like 240. And so they put enough fucking knockout juice in me to take down a rhino. And he goes, count backwards from 10. I go, 10. I go down hard. And so after they get all this shit out, they're like, hey, Lizzie, hey, he's waking up. They never let you walk out the front door after they put you under. They make your sorry ass go out the back. And so I went out the back. And as I'm sitting there, I start getting I start crying. I go, I need to call my grandma more. I love my mom. All this shit. And so Lizzie's like, just get a hold of yourself. You want some Chick-fil-A? I go, I do want some Chick-fil-A.
Yes, I do.
I was like, but it does. It brings out crazy shit where you're just like, I wish I called my grandmother more. I did this and do that. And so I had to do the same thing with Lizzie. So luckily, she didn't get crazy and like post these fucking videos of me doing it because let's be honest, I had to pick her ass up. She had her wisdom teeth or something taken out like a couple years later. And so I go to pick her ass up. And she's like, kind of getting emotional. I was like, if you don't shut I was like, man, I'm driving down the road. I'm like fucking jerking the wheel, just banging her head off the glass and stuff. But yeah, she said some shit too. I'm like, all right, it's just like, but luckily she didn't make a fool out of me, so I didn't have to do nothing. I didn't have to pull out the phone and record her. It's crazy. It really is. And like my brother, I had to drive my brother home from that back when he was like a child, when he was like 19 or 20. And so, I'd pick him up and he's like just slumped over. He wasn't knocking crazy or emotional or anything like that, but he was just slumped over. So I had to take care of his sorry ass the rest of the day, change out his gauze. And I'm like, I'm not putting my hand in your mouth. That's back when we worked on cars. So I'm sitting there putting these surgical gloves on. I've got these long stem needle nose pliers, and I'm like pushing his head back, like I'm going in there, yanking these damn things out and stuffing in the new one. And I'm like, you bite me, I swear to God, I'm going to stick your ass so fucking hard, whatever. So I get the new ones in there, and then I got to feed him. It's like a small child, a small pet. You know what I mean? You can't feel nothing. His whole face is numb. I'm like feeding him soup. He's like pulling out his lip, like this, and like dumping the broth in there. Oh.
Like Popeye when he gets the can of spinach and he's just
Dude, I'm telling you, that anesthesia, that'll mess with you. That'll sit there and screw with your afternoon a little bit, and you're telling tales that you never thought you'd say or whatever, and it gets wild.
I just like when I had the surgery on my Achilles, when I woke up and all that.
LSU.
Oh, look at that! Of course, Professor Leonard's here. With the LSU.
Is it a big deal to win the College World Series? I have no idea.
I don't know.
Like, we barely even noticed. Like, we knew what was going on, just like the WNBA was going on. So, I mean, it's cool.
Except for we have a fantasy WNBA. We don't have fantasy College World Series.
I cannot wait to we'll get back to your story here in a second. I cannot wait to do a baseball fantasy league next year. I cannot wait. If we can get 10 to 12 people together for it, it's going to be free or something like that. We'll talk about it. I'm having so much fun playing fantasy baseball. You jumped into a free league. I jumped into a free league. Panda, what's going on? How we doing?
What's going on, Panda?
But yeah, go ahead, man. Get back to it.
Yeah, no, I just after I had the surgery on my Achilles, it was like, I get in the car, it was a little woozy and all that, and got home, and then I just slept. Like I didn't have that, but that's also that's a different anesthesia though too, right? That's a little bit more hardcore, but yeah, no, I was just out. Like I just slept the rest of the day.
Did they give you the gas, or they give you intravenous or whatever it's called?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
like I don't think they gave me gas. I don't remember it being gas.
Yeah,
I think it was like an IV through the IV, and they were like, "Okay, we're gonna give you this now. You're gonna be out in a minute." And then I just remember waking up in a wheelchair, going to the car.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much how it happened for me. And then when I got home, I did it here. I remember it was in this house. And so I'm sitting there, I'm just like, all right. So, and Lizzie took the day off because she had to take care of me. So she's just hanging out in bed watching Friends or something. And I'm just laying in bed, popping ibuprofen. And it's like, all right, well, I'm going to lay on my side and just lay here for like 8 hours and turn over. I mean, it was easy peasy.
I don't even think I went to the bedroom that night. I think I slept in the recliner.
Did you?
It was surgery on the leg, and so I kind of had it propped up, and it was just easy. It was just easier to do it like in the recliner, with something like that.
Yeah, yeah. And back when I rolled my ankles, you remember the first time I snapped my ankle, I was out in Little Elm, and so what I did was I had a giant what are those things called, love sacks. I had a giant love sack in the living room, and so I just kind of fell back into that thing and had my foot elevated. I go, I'm not moving. This is where I'm at. This is my new life. And I didn't move.
Professor Leonard, 11 of the top draft picks for this year played in the College World Series playoffs. I would hope they made the playoffs. Like I would assume it'd be more than 11 of the top players made the playoff there. Giant love sack.
What's TWSS mean? Yeah, no, a long time ago, like when we lived in Little Elm, there was a time. Let's go black cherry. Black cherry. Yeah.
Oh, that's not grape.
No. So we were out in Little Elm. We had like 2 big couches, but we had
That's what she said.
We had a giant. It was a big living room, right? And it kind of just, we had kids everywhere and stuff like that. And like, we had 2 couches on the side, and like, what are we gonna do about the middle? And so we went and bought this giant ass love sack, and it's like the biggest one, I think. So we had that. I remember going to get it. I strapped it to the beast, to the top, baby, because I couldn't get it in any other car. And so as I'm driving it home, we get in the house, we like stuff it through the door, we're rolling that damn thing. I loved that thing. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
They are great. They really are great. Alan, did you drop an audio today for baseball?
No, baseball's tomorrow. I dropped Dallas Cowboys 2023 Fantasy Outlook today. So that's on the SB Fantasy Football Podcast. Tomorrow for the SB Baseball Podcast, I talked about the Angels and Rockies game, the 25-1 game.
Nice.
So that will be dropping tomorrow morning. So like around 6-ish.
Okay.
Standard time.
Let me grab that.
Very popular in a college town, the Love Sacks.
Oh yeah. Copy link. There we go. So here's there's the fantasy football one. I'm going to drop out and that's on Spotify, and then we're going to drop the baseball podcast as well. We're dropping shows like crazy right now. Not they're part of Strikeout Beer, but they are their own individual shows. You cannot find these on Strikeout Beer. You can find it, but you can find them wherever you stream your podcast, right? Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon, Apple, Google,
Bullhorn, Deezer,
yep,
all that fun stuff. And these are just straight sports content. These aren't beer related. We've kind of taken the beer out of these ones and just content related, and they're quick ones. With the exception of, like, we did our top 30 running backs last week. That was a good 45 minutes, but most of these are anywhere between 5 and 15 minutes long each.
Yeah.
Quick, get in, get out, get a little information, and you're done. Boom. Bing, bang, boom.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's how we've been doing things. And then we've dropped some beer reviews on Strikeout Beer as well. So, you see the hour and a half show, then you see the hour show, and then you'll find like a nice little 15, 20-minute show as well in between. So
you dropped one today, a Tipsy beer review that was from April.
Mm-hmm.
We recorded. I was sitting there listening to it today, and you were like, "Oh, we've been doing this for 5 years," and I was like, "No, we'll be doing it for 5 years next month." I was like, "Holy crap, we recorded this in April then."
Yep. I went back and, there's a lot of gold in our StreamYard account, right? And there's a lot of reviews, videos, chats that we've had, me and you. And, well, it's our account, right? We own the account. So no one's deleting our shit. We're throwing everybody else's shit out of there, but our stuff is...
Hey, no one's deleting their stuff either.
Yeah. And so our stuff's sitting there, and I'm like, you know what? If I find one where we're not annihilated, we have some late night... Listen, we have some late night chats. We have some late night reviews where we are stumbling, and we might... They're sitting there. I'm waiting to download.
Where we're like this. We're like our head's leaning on the microphone.
Oh, yeah.
Just...
Oh, yeah. And so there's some...
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
There's some activities like that, but this one I thought was fun. I listened to the first couple minutes, and I shot to the end. It was a Clear the Fridge episode. I'm pretty sure you're drinking Texas Ragers from Brutal Beer Works. I'm drinking a Martin House pickle beer. I think it's a spicy one. No, Tropical Punch. And it's still kind of early in the night. We hadn't got crazy yet. So, but yeah, it's one of those things. I'm like, you know what? It seems good enough, and it's over a certain limit. So let me throw it out there, and we'll drop it. But appreciate all the love. And like I said, we're doing so many shows right now between baseball, fantasy football, your Lions podcast, Strikeout Beer, and things like that, where
Ranger podcast.
We're doing so much where, Strikeout Beer isn't pulling all the weight anymore, which is a lot of fun. I hope to get the Dallas Cowboys podcast up and going before the season starts. We'll see if I have time. It might just be a reactionary show on Sundays or Thursdays or Mondays after the game's over. I might just go live from Strikeout Beer. I don't know. We'll see. But I love to talk about it because, it's crazy enough. I watch more Cowboy games than I do any other team. I'm not rooting for them, but, I watch more games. So I'm like, from a, kind of a from an outside looking in, I can give an interesting perspective where I'm not jaded by, we them boys and shit like that. Like, I saw something today that it was like, oh, here's the franchise that are due to win a Super Bowl, and it was Cowboys. I'm like, that fan base don't deserve shit. Like, every year we got to listen to this crap. No. They don't. Give it to anybody else. Anybody else,
except for the Bears. The Bears.
Absolutely.
So I did see a fun little tidbit on internet.com.
I like internet.
But before I got here, by the way, final Detroit Tigers 7, Texas Rangers 2.
Rangers are out of control.
Oh crap! Hold on a second.
Rangers are absolutely out of control. We got so they have a really tough 8 games ahead of them, which the first 4 games are supposed to be a little bit easier because they're playing in Detroit, right? But they're at home. They're here in Arlington. I expect them to go to 3-1. I didn't expect a sweep or anything like that. So now at this point, let's just run the 3 games through. Houston comes to town on Friday. They stay till Monday, which is a real odd swing. So I don't know when I'm going to do the next show. We'll see.
Okay. But I did see, apparently the word is that they figured out where Hard Knocks is going to be.
Where's it at this year?
Where's somewhere that we want Hard Knocks at this year?
I have no idea. Miami? I have no idea.
We've talked about it.
I've been drinking all day, man. I've been at the pool all day drinking.
You were at work almost all day today.
Until 4 o'clock. I've been in the pool for 4 hours. You're like, hey, what's going on? I go, I've been in the pool drinking for 5 hours.
Yeah. The Jets.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's a no-brainer.
The Jets were like, no, we don't want it. But they're like, yeah, sorry, you don't have a choice.
Yeah, that's tough. I don't care. I'm not going to watch it anyways. I didn't watch it. Instant beef in the house. What's going on? How we doing? Did we get a raid or something like that? What's going on? I hadn't seen you in a while. Hope everything's good. Hope IHawk's doing good. But yeah, no, I don't. For me, I don't care about. I don't care about that. For me, it doesn't interest me at all. I'm sitting here.
You don't want to hear about Aaron Rodgers and all the pollution.
I don't know what it is. I don't care, right? He left an unbelievably soft division to come to an unbelievably difficult division. And so now he's in the AFC where there's like these 5-star quarterbacks growing trees. What's he going to do? Like I'm actually quite confused as to what his thought process is, but I mean when you're like, on ayahuasca and eating shrooms and shit every day, I have no idea.
Did you see his quote he was at like a hallucinogen conference.
Mm-hmm.
He was like a keynote speaker. And he was talking about the ayahuasca and he was like, look, didn't have it, blah, blah, blah. And then this year, ayahuasca, 46 touchdowns, league MVP. I'm just saying, man,
I don't see it happen now. They already talked about his number one receiver. Who's his number one receiver out there?
Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson. And he had a phenomenal year last year with nobody throwing to him. And they're like, with Aaron Rodgers out there. I'm like, Aaron Rodgers only cares about Aaron Rodgers, man. I'm like, it's not like that. And, God, I don't know. I actually pull for the Jets every single year. Just, I don't know how to pity or I think they have a chance to win. And now I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I just don't care.
I specifically remember us doing our New York Jets preview and you not pulling for the Jets. You having them with a really bad record.
Yeah.
So,
and I never do that. And I'm like, I've been optimistic the last several years. And then now when they have Rodgers, I'm like, this selfish guy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I'm on board as saying it's going to go bad.
Beef, who's y'all's NFL team up there? Who would you and your dad pull for? Because we're looking for some people for a fantasy league later, but we'll talk about it. But I just want to know. Oh, Boiler. Steelers. Boiler, you're in here. Do you want to be our Steelers? We already got a Steeler delegate. Boiler, do you want to be our Indianapolis Colts delegate in our fantasy football league? Here's the thing. You can only have players that are on your team. But I'll tell you what, though, Beef, if our other guy doesn't say he's in, which I hadn't seen him in a while, I'm just saying we'll open it up. And it's a fantasy football league where you can only claim people who are on your team. Like I can only have Bengals. Alan can only have Lions. Mike's only going to have, Dallas Cowboys and things like that. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be crazy. Bonkers. I expect it's just nuts. You're in? There we go. We got our Indy traveler right there. Yeah, it's going to be awesome, Beef. I'll be honest with you.
Something to do to have some fun, right? We just kind of want to. We're in this fun mode, right? So why not?
This won't be our normal. We'll have our other league where we do a draft and things like that. This league will not have a draft. It'll be whoever we assign to a team. We know who's going to be in the league. For the most part, we're throwing out a couple of the teams, but there's a lot of teams that have already been, accounted for. There's people that love this team, and whatever, so they already got that team. We didn't have a Colts, so if Bowler's in, Bowler's the Colts guy. You can have everybody that's on that. There's no draft. Everybody gets assigned to you. If they get traded, cut, whatever, you don't have them anymore, and it moves around like you're, you got to believe. I hear you, man. I hear you. So, but we'll have our normal league. Don't worry. We're gonna.
But it's not our normal league because it's going to be a super high scoring league.
Oh, it's going to be bonkers.
Super points per completion, points per reception, jacked up the points, like a point for every 10 yards. I mean, just jacked up the point totals.
Yeah.
You're gonna have teams scoring 300-400. That's just all there is to it. That's just the way it's going to go.
And in our PPR league, we usually anywhere between $150 and 200. And standard leagues you have between 75 and 110. So this is going to be a super scoring league. It's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking for interactive people, but it's safe for our subscribers and our Patreon subscribers, things like that. So we have probably 10 or 15 teams already, and so we're filling in holes now. But here, the end of next month, we're going to start locking stuff down.
Locking it down, getting it in on the books, and get it going.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be so much fun.
For sure.
It's going to be so much fun.
So we got a few minutes left. I know you have a baseball topic you wanted to talk about.
That's for the baseball show.
Okay, so we're saving that for baseball show Wednesday.
No.
Okay.
We can do it tonight, after we're done here. We can record now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm fine with that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just feel like it needs to be addressed. It's crazy. Bonkers. Nuts.
Well, just jilted fans. I understand.
No. It happened it's happened the last 4 nights.
I think it's only happened twice.
Another one happened last night.
Did
it? It's you have catchers that are blocking the plate and they're not getting called for that. Need a Vikings team?
Yes, we do.
Do we have a Minnesota team? I don't think we do.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
No. Like we know a lot of Vikings fans. Come on.
I mean, I know a Detroit fan. That's crazy enough, and I have a Chicago fan, a Green Bay fan. Yeah, Artat, if you want to be the delegate there of the Vikings, you play fantasy football, you like it, you enjoy it, you're interactive, you'll field a team. Yeah.
Shoot us an email, strikeoutbeer@gmail.com.
Oh. That way we can put you on the list.
Yeah, that way we got your email so that when we start the league up and just say, hey, I'd like to do the Vikings team, and that way we got your email so that we can send you the invite for it.
It's in a Yahoo league. So you have to have...
Unless we do 32 teams and I find another site to host 32 teams.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
I mean, because with the way it's going, I think we're going to end up fielding 32.
Yeah, when we were sitting there talking the other night, it's like we went through at least 25 to 30 teams. So it was really close.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know what ALR is.
Or is that AIR? I don't know. I know what air is.
I was like, I don't even know what that is, bud. It's like, dude, it's been a long day. It's been a long freaking day.
Oh,
and it's only Monday. I'm like, can't wait for the rest of the week. It's all right. Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I breaking up my week this week. I took Wednesday off this week. So if I need to come over to record some stuff early, let me know. Faux show.
Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm not going in because Wednesday is 107. It's going to be 107 outside. So I was like, yeah, I'm not coming in. So I knocked out today already. I'm not going in tomorrow. And so I think I'm going to plug in Friday. So the 3 days in between, I think I'm going to catch the day game on Thursday. So
it's a day game Thursday?
Yeah, me and my buddy going to go out there and just kind of roam. I was like, you want to get some good seats? I mean, you can sit first base side, lower level for $35-$40. And he's like, I go, or you can pay $11 and we can walk around and go. I was like, I've never explored this place. I've walked around it a handful of times. I've been coming here since we went for the World Series.
And we weren't allowed to walk around then.
And
really.
You couldn't walk. I remember getting yelled at from somebody. I go, will you get off of my ass? I'm just trying to eat some nachos.
Well, we got in trouble because they had a seat buffer in between. Like they had one seat that was like they like zip tied it up so it was every other seat, and we just slid the zip tie over and pushed it down, and then we sat next to each other, and they're like, "Hey, you can't do that." We're like, "What? We can't sit here? We have tickets." No, you need the seats in between. Like,
It's like, bro,
I know this guy. Like,
dude, it's the open air. Like, I was like, I don't want to wear a mask. I just want to sit there and drink a beer and all that kind of shit. I'm like,
as long as you were eating or drinking, you didn't have to wear your mask. So we just had our mask down and just had the beer.
I just drank the whole fucking time. Like, all right, I'm done. Well, yeah, it was ridiculous.
Someone will walk by and you just go like this.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we are looking to fill the entire league. You're talking, all divisions, all league. Let's grab the last one real quick.
And last but not least is just Mike's Hard Lemonade, the OG.
Oh yeah.
Cheers.
So yeah, as it goes forward, like I said, we're looking for teams. We're looking for people who want to play, who will play every week. I'm not looking for somebody that just wants to sign up. On top of that, we will listen. We're gonna have the regular the PPR league. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Oh wait, is that the high scoring league?
It's a high scoring league.
So it's a high scoring league this year.
This year.
There you go. And but yeah, no, it should be a lot of fun. We're looking for people that are just going to get crazy. We'll have the draft probably the week before we do our gangster draft. So we'll do it the Wednesday before Labor Day. I think so. I think the Wednesday before Labor Day. We'll do it live on the show.
We'll do an after dark show for that week.
Ooh. I asked Lizzie, I was like, you mind if I spark one up in here? Have me a little cigar? Because I smoked one the other day. And she goes, yeah, it won't stink up the room. I go, I'm sitting there looking around. I go, it'll stink up everything in here.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted one, too. I was like, I'm just sitting around enjoying life, man. I'll just have a little smoky
Enjoy
smoke.
Life outside.
I know.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
But,
there you go. That's where it's at.
So we got that going on. We're going to have, like I said, we're going to have at least 2 fantasy football leagues, maybe 3. We ended up doing 2 last year, but that was without the team league where you take over an NFL team. So we'll see what we got going on this season with all this, with the fantasy league that goes to Patreon subscribers first, Twitch subscribers, and then active followers, right?
And we barely got even past like Twitch subscribers last year. We went through Patreon first, and then by the time we got through our Twitch subscribers, we had like 1 spot left or 2 spot left, and it was to our people who has been a fan for an extremely long time, like Mike Graham, right? Mike Graham got in. He's an OG day one. He doesn't have to subscribe to get in. He's been in the chat every single night we ever do anything for the last 5 years. So, yeah, no, it's that, and I'd like to keep it like that, to be honest with you. And then also we're brewing some beer. If you're local, it's one of those things where Alan has some beer he's brewing. I'm brewing some as well. And, if we can get you, if you're part of the Patreon, yeah, we're going to get you a couple of those bombers just so you can have a little something, a little extra gift. Check it out, patreon.com/strikeoutbeer. And I got some IPA rolling off here by Friday. I got a taste test on Friday. And then after that, I'm going to have a nice little Irish stout and then a Mexican lager. So I've got a couple, and then Alan's got one he's about to brew.
Yep. And then we're still doing, right now, I'm still doing, if you sign up for our Patreon, reimburse you for your first month.
There you go.
So your first month is on me. And I think I'm going to be doing that for like the next 5 people that sign up. So
nice.
Once you sign up, hit us up, and then we'll again I'll reimburse you for that first month.
Sweet.
So, and you get it as cheap as $3.
Yeah, it's just buying us a beer. Just buying us a beer is all it is.
We're gonna have a lot of fantasy football stuff on there once football season starts. A lot of NFL betting stuff on there. Just random beer reviews. We do the after show chugs on there. Random reviews. I got a candy bar for us to review this week. Yeah, and we're gonna do it for the Patreon. And it's, hold on, I got it right here. It's a Kit Kat, but it's churro flavored Kit Kat.
Oh God!
So
You're not selling it. You're not selling it right now.
I'm not trying to sell it. We're doing it. We're doing it for the Patreon. It's for the people. You can't say no if it's for the people. That's our one rule, right? If it's for the people, you got to do it.
You're not selling the Patreon to anybody. You're like, oh, they're reviewing candy bars and shit. Oh, okay.
You want to know how this candy bar tastes? This is how you find out. Let us try it for you before you try it.
Oh boy.
How's that sound?
Yeah. Sounds okay. Sounds okay.
Oh, buddy. Did you see are you sitting down?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to check because I'm sure you already know, but I just want to make sure that you heard about this because Vanessa Nygaard got canned.
I only know that last name.
Phoenix Mercury.
That's the head coach.
For the Phoenix Mercury? Well, was the head coach.
Yeah. The only reason I know that last name is because it's Nigel. It's his name from, what is that show? It's about the North. They had a movie about it. They did a big show about it, like several seasons about it, up in Minnesota. What is that thing called?
In Minnesota?
Yeah. Man. Nygaard. Peter Nygaard. Yeah.
I think you're making things up.
No, I'm not.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because it was a whole show. It had a movie about it, like a whole movie about it.
About a thing in Minnesota?
Yeah, it's crazy. So bonkers. It really was crazy. It was so damn good. The movie was good, but then the shows were like amazing. I think it's called, oh damn, I had it, but I lost it. I lost it again. No, don't do that.
Don't do what? Don't do what? I'm trying to look it up.
Fargo.
Okay.
So Fargo.
Is that all? Okay. Is that all? Is it all Minnesota?
It's all about Fargo. It's all like, so you had a TV series from 2014 to 2023. The movie's good, but the first season
was great.
It's so damn good. But Nygaard was his name. Martin Freeman played Lester Nygaard.
Okay.
And so you had all that. You know, Billy Bob Thornton was in it. It was phenomenal. I mean, it really was good.
It was a really, really good cast.
Yeah. I was like, I know what it is. I was like, dude, I know. And then like the
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry. We were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right. ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
several years after were really good too. Every year was just great. The show was good. It started getting a little bit out there.
It was really good, right?
Huh?
They had a season with Chris Rock that was really good.
He's the last. I think he's the last. The thing I remember about Chris Rock's season was back when he was trying to pitch credit cards to the bank.
Okay.
He goes, "You want to go out tonight? You know, blah blah. You want to seem like you're rich, right? You know, but you're going to pay with it, you know, over time or whatever. But you want to act rich." And so the banks are like, nah, I'm not dealing with that shit. But like, you know, by the end of the series, that's what was on all the billboards: credit, unsecured credit, and all that kind of shit. And well, it was bonkers. Like,
I'm looking at this cast from season 1, and it's ridiculous.
It's phenomenal. Like season 1 was great.
Colin Hanks, Martin Freeman, Bob Odenkirk, Adam Goldberg, Kate Walsh, Glenn Howerton, Oliver Platt, Jordan Peele, Jesse Plemons, Patrick Wilson, Bokeem Woodbine. And he's one of those guys that you only know him once you see him. Like the name you don't really recognize,
Mm-hmm.
but once you look at him, you're like, okay, I know who that is.
I'm telling you, go watch. There's 4 seasons, right? Like you just mentioned.
What's up, Don? How you doing?
Go check out those. Check out season 1. It's all on. I think it's Hulu. Yeah, it's all on Hulu. So this is FX.
Okay, yeah, FX, yeah.
Gone What's Shaking. Jay.
Heroes.
What's up, buddy?
How's New Mexico, Phoenix, Las Vegas, California? Where are you?
I mean, if he's in Vegas, I'll go see him. How about that?
He's not in Vegas. He's not. He'd be a lot cooler if he was. I wouldn't know if he was in Vegas.
I don't remember this person. Let me see what's going on here. Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
I don't know.
But I don't have to do so. I'm going to just do a little bit more investigation. She's 38 years old, but holy moly.
Kirsten, New Mexico. There we go. I was right the first time, I think I said.
You moved to New Mexico? Oh, my God. It's crazy.
Yeah. You know?
Looks cool out that way, though. So, anyways, check it out. I mean,
your yard out there in New Mexico, right? They don't have yards. They just have dirt and rocks.
Possibly.
Right? Isn't that where Breaking Bad took place? Was New Mexico?
Arizona or New Mexico, same place. There's no difference.
Yeah. Either way, there's no grass, right?
I thought about doing that, just throwing rocks in the backyard and chopping all those plants down and trees and shit. I'm like, I'm good. Just give me the rocks, baby. Oh, Jesus.
Billy Joe's in the house. I'm afraid of elevators. I'll be taking steps to avoid them.
And this week's dad joke is brought to you by JB Carts. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram and at jbcarts.com. There you go.
I'm out here for work, a bunch of Santa Fe style homes. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would assume they're, Santa Fe style homes. I mean, I don't be presumptuous, but just saying.
I'm just saying. He posted a picture on Facebook where he used like one of those girl filters. It was just weird. It's just awkward. I'm like,
how about them Chiefs? They're first place in their division, I think, starting right now. Like right now, yeah, first place. Tied first place.
Yeah, with everybody else.
Yeah, the refs hadn't got involved yet and said they need to go to the Super Bowl, but we'll see how it goes this year. No big deal.
Billy Joe coming with that hashtag for Lizzie. Thank you so much. Where are you stereotyping, sir? What do you mean? What do you mean we stereotyping?
No.
Not stereotyping anything.
I just said a bunch of Santa Fe.
You used a girl filter on your Facebook picture. That's all I was saying.
You say girl filter?
Yeah.
What the hell's a girl filter?
It's a filter that girls use to make themselves look pretty. Go pull up Facebook and look at Jay's page.
I've seen the same thing on Twitter, but like on Twitter, they don't take just pictures of their face. So then when you're looking, you're like, why do they have the filter? Why do they have a filter on that? It looks stupid. Like that doesn't look like that.
Ron said I'm not having a good day. Sorry about that, man.
Sorry about it. Yeah. Live stuff.
They use that filter and you're like, wait a minute. Is that a beef and cheddar? Yeah, that's a beef and cheddar.
I don't think that's what that is.
You don't think that's what that is?
I don't think. Well, I mean, what we're talking about, yeah, no, it's the same thing.
I feel like you're stereotyping a handsome man. No, I met you, Jay.
I mean, that's bad. If Alan's saying you're not good looking, that's amazing. Because Alan is like,
I'm saying Jay outkicked his coverage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
That happens to a lot of guys. Some guys. Yeah. Jesus. So we've had all 4 of my card lemonades here. Are you done?
I mean, I'm almost done. I'm just kind of.
Yeah, we're about the same then. Okay.
Until we're done, So we've had the hard strawberry, the hard pineapple strawberry, the hard black cherry, and the hard lemonade. I think the pineapple strawberry was my favorite.
Okay.
And then followed by the strawberry, then lemonade, then the black cherry.
Yeah, I kind of liked them all. I probably should have been ranking them or putting them in order of what I thought was best.
This is kind of what I'm going off of is right now. Like, oh, crap, I should have ranked them. Let me do that real quick.
I had a massive problem with just keeping up with all these things. And, like, they're so damn good. They're so delicious.
They are.
The
upside down pineapple strawberry was your favorite. It's not upside down. It's just a regular pineapple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad that Billy Joe's in here and Whiskey was in here earlier, because I'll be honest, the return of Just Be a Dad podcast, it dropped last week, but they came back live on a Sunday special.
That's 2 weeks in a row. So I joined this week. I joined the chat, and I went there, and they were talking about something. I made a comment, and instantly Nate just starts going, leave, get out of here. And then my next comment was, hi, Nate.
He owes us so much.
He owes us 2 chips, which it sounds like he has no plans on paying that off. And then Whiskey, I was like, hey, man, you owe us 2. You owe us a chip too. And then Whiskey was like, yeah, they threaten repercussions if we don't have it. And Whiskey looked at the camera and goes, bring it. I go, oh, buddy, you don't understand.
Yeah, I don't think he does, right?
Yeah. Gone. This guy named Big Will was harassing me for having a disability, and he said way worse things to me. I almost said, God, I'm sorry, man.
Oof.
I'm sorry. Like, yeah, people like that they just need to get a life. Like, you want to go and talk about people and things like that. Like, I'll have the conversation with my kiddos, right? And they're like, oh, so and so was mean. Just stay away from them. And I understand you can't always stay away from them, but you just gotta do your best not to let whatever they say bother you.
It's true. True.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boiler of the 70s called and want those shades back, RD.
Never again. This is my Vegas shades, baby. These are my Vegas shades. Love them.
I've never seen you wear shades in Vegas.
Yeah, gone the last 5 times, 10 times I've gone.
Okay, all right. RD wearing those shades just gives me living vibes. Livin.
I love these I love them. I love these sunglasses.
Hey, if you really want to get them started, ask Bubba Hotep questions.
Oh.
What do you got? I'll answer Bubba Hotep questions all day. Let's go.
Yeah.
All day long.
Yeah, man. Whew. Life's tough.
Yeah.
So Mike, our guy, Mike's in the house. Hank Williams. Yeah. When I saw him, I had to have him, and that's the first person I thought of. So when Just Be a Dad was on, they came back, and I popped in after Nate was gone, after you were gone. They were talking NFL a little bit, and then they started talking.
Nate left?
Yeah, he left.
Okay.
So it was Dylan and Whiskey. And so as I'm sitting there, I'm listening to those guys talk and, ramble on. First and foremost, Dylan is a great podcaster. I've said it a billion times. He can command the room. He can corral the people, right? He's really good podcaster. Good
host.
Yeah,
he's a good host.
Good host. And so as they're kind of going along, Whiskey's starting to get a little bit, they're soft spots. He's starting to get a little upset and this and that about kids. They start talking about kids and annoying ass shit like that. And like, I don't care. Yeah. Don't wear those glasses in Vegas. You can see our cards. Your cards. I ain't playing poker in these bad boys. Nah, baby. No. This ain't what those. This ain't what those are for. This is roaming the floor, just hanging out. Talking to people.
Yeah, everyone can see what you're looking at in the reflection, though. So they can see you staring at that dude's ass.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. Big.
But in your defense, Brittany was hot, right?
Big. But, yeah, I mean, as you're sitting there.
You look like Joe Pesci from Casino.
it seriously is. Like, as they're going along. And I love when they start talking about football. But, unfortunately, Whiskey doesn't watch pro football. So then it's more about Dylan talking pro football. They started talking about NFC. They were talking about AFC and whatever. And then they got over to parenting and
I said Eagles.
No, he had Niners and Cowboys before his Eagles and things like that. Which I was like, okay, it's like there's only 3 teams that are a threat in NFC. The rest are whatever. It's not a big deal. All the prime teams are in AFC. And then when they flipped over to the parenting thing, and you can it got Whiskey a bit emotional. And then Dylan is a second. He's already had a kid. This is his second kid.
Two-father dad.
Yeah,
right?
now he's got 2 kids running around.
2 kids, not 2 fathers. I mean, I don't know how many fathers he has, but he's got 2.
And so as he's talking about it, talking about, splitting time with his wife and things like that, like, oh, she's going to take a nap, and then I got the kids, and then I was going to do a podcast, and she took over. So all this give and take and whatnot. So I was just hanging. I was like, it was a really good conversation. I jumped in the shower, like, really quick. I go, you know what? I want to be on this show just in case they say, hey, you want to jump on with us? I was like, dude, I was ready. I was ready to jump on and just derail the entire thing.
Well, that's when you just say, send me the link. Don't give them the choice.
Nah, I don't want to impose. I don't want to impose.
Oh, come on. Impose. But no, when I was watching, it was funny because I was talking to them about the bets, and Dylan made the comment. He's like, hey, my bet's paid. They're like, oh, you paid? He's like, yeah, I paid Alan off. Like, he could be bought. And then I popped off with the statement. I was like, who would have thought on the show that Dylan's the only one with any morals? Like,
this guy's diving after a ball in Baltimore. Jesus, there's no one within 45 feet of him. Oh God, come on, buddy.
That's the ball.
Yeah, I guess
Alan can definitely be bought. I can.
Oh yeah.
And it's not as expensive as you think.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no. Here's what it comes down to when they talk about, like, oh, try me, or we'll pay it, but this and that. And they want to talk all crazy. Well, I mean, you don't have access to our network. You don't have access to our show. You're not going to be a guest on our show. We're not going to be a guest on your show. We're not going to promote your shit. That kind of stuff. It's called just acting right and paying up. If you made a stupid bet to eat a fucking chip, you eat that chip.
Or 2 chips.
And if you don't want to do it, and you're like, I'm not doing it. I'm like, okay, that's fine. We're fine with that. But, yeah.
Be prepared.
Yeah. We're just, it's like one of those things where you just kind of right off the dead. You're like, all right, well, you're dead to me. We'll see you next time, buddy. Nice to see you.
Spoiler alert, we're petty as fuck.
But no, I totally think that everything will be paid off. Everything will be handled, taken care of. I do have some doubts with Nate, but with whiskey, I don't really worry about people that get
new T-shirt.
Yeah, I don't worry about people who are real mouthy. I don't worry about the mouthy people because they'll tend to just pay up, or they, then fucking leave. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Mike says $10 for a biscuit bought off. We were once out in Austin. Me, Mike, buddy Brandon, and I can't remember who. There was a 4th person with us. I can't remember who the 4th person was. But we went out to Austin to go see a UT game. And we go down the 6th Street, get trashed. Afterwards, we go to Denny's. And the line was long as hell to get in. And once you got at your table, it took forever to get your food. And like, I had gotten my food, and the guy at the table next to us, he was like, dude, I'm so starving. He's like, can I have your biscuit? And I'm like, I'll sell you my biscuit. And he was like, how much? And I was like, $10. He's like, all I got is, he's like, will you take a check? I got my checkbook with me. I said, yes.
Check? A check? What was it, 1997?
This was like 15 years ago. So this was a while ago.
No.
But yeah, he's like, I got a checkbook with me. Will you take a check? I was like, yes, I will. And like, the dude's getting ready to start writing me a check, and our buddy Brandon was like, you're not taking a check from me. He just took my biscuit and gave it to him. And I was like, oh man.
When was the last time you wrote a check?
I used to write checks. The only thing I wrote checks for was for my
rent
at the house that we rented.
That trailer was really cool, though. I like that house.
It wasn't a trailer, so shut your hooker mouth.
Did you guys hear about the guy who left his side? What? His left side was cut off.
His side was cut off. He's all right now. Because the left is gone, so it's just the right. That check probably would have bounced. I mean, maybe it would have. I don't know, man.
I mean, if you're trying to buy a biscuit off some, dude that looks like Alan in a Waffle House or whatever it was. Like, oh my God.
It was a Denny's.
No, I'm out. That's even worse.
And 15 years ago, I didn't have the beard like this.
I would have.
This was pre.
I would have rather eat a fucking a urinal cake Than anything that's been on your plate. Should have got that check and framed it. You should have. This is another instance
he already
where
had the biscuit. He wasn't giving me the check.
This is another incident where Alan failed the people.
I didn't fail the people. My buddy Brandon failed the people.
2008. Yeah, no, I don't know if I wrote a check since then or not. I don't write checks.
But yeah, the only thing I would write checks for. Now I did have to go get it. I got a cashier's check when I bought the house, right? Because you had to have that. But yeah, he meant another type of biscuit. What's a biscuit? What do you call a pudgy psychic? Fortune teller.
I don't get these chicks with these crazy nails. Like, you can't fucking do anything with these nails that are sticking this far off your hand.
They can.
They're sticking that far. I mean,
who was that? There was that sprinter that had the long nails.
They're fucking running. They're not doing anything else. They're not like doing clerical work.
Like, they were long, like where they curled.
Like,
was it Jackie Joyner Kersey?
No one cares. No one knows.
They're insane.
Yeah.
Like,
I saw a thing about Belgium. They brought in their goddamn shot putter so they wouldn't get DQ'd today to run hurdles. And so this big old fucking broad that could snap your neck off in a second. She's running hurdles. I'm like, did she even try to jump? I didn't even watch it. I assume that she just ran right fucking through it. Car ramrod.
A ramrod?
I assume that.
Sheree Richardson. Did she have them too? Jackie Joyner Kersey did too.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about anybody that runs
Let me look up Sheree.
Because they don't. I mean, what the fuck else do they do? They don't do anything else. I don't get the fucking nails that are 5 inches long. There's no. What the fuck are you doing with those things? What's the point? They don't look good. I don't know, man. Maybe I got a wrong idea about nails.
Nah, Jay. Hers aren't that long.
Maybe I have a bad. Maybe I have a bad idea about nails. Maybe the 5-inch nails look really fucking good, but I'm just too stupid to understand. That might be it. That's probably it.
In your defense, you are pretty stupid.
Yeah. So maybe the 5-inch nails that stick this far off your goddamn hand, those are the coolest things on earth.
They didn't go that long because they went and they started curling.
What?
Yeah.
How about not? What about 9-inch nails? 9-inch nails sounds quite animalish.
Until someone comes out with 10-inch nails.
Oh my god, animal!
Oh man! All right. Well, I think that's a night.
The guy's up.
Mike's Hard Lemonade, clutch. It's great. I
mean, I'm not saying great, but the multi-pack, the 12-pack that they have. It gets the job done, I think. You know what I mean? You're talking hard strawberry lemonade, pineapple strawberry, and blackberry or something. Is it blackberry?
Blackberry.
Black cherry and lemonade.
Black cherry, yeah.
Yeah, they all work. Gets the job done.
Yeah, and only 5% alcohol by volume. Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong. You got anything else there, Chief?
Nah, I fucking hate stupid long nails. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll that'll be a new podcast. We'll work on that.
See you Wednesday.
Yeah. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you guys stopping by. That was some great convo. Good times. As always, I'm Alan.
Rabbi Dave.
Talk to you guys later. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to Strikeout Beer Podcast.
Okay, round 2. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino.
That's right. ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes.
ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.